Hello, everybody.
Mr. Rivas, Cruz Rivas.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, because your charges are new. I guess I need to look at, so new charges from September 4th. Public intoxication, fine range is $1 to $500. Theft, fine range is $1 to $500. Regarding thefts, those come with extra consequences outside of the fine and court costs. In that, in the future thefts can be filed as a higher charge with proof of a prior conviction, hurt your background checks for jobs. Also, you can't serve as a juror if you have a theft conviction. So let's start with the public intoxication from September 4th. Do you want to plead not guilty? Also, were yours also are associated, these two are associated to the higher charges that took you first to Potter County. Okay, so do you have any questions about those rights?
Well, the public intoxication was just one, correct?
Well, you got two charges on September 4th, but you first went to Potter County, which tells me that you had higher charges filed regarding the same incident.
Okay.
So if you plead guilty or no contest to either one of these, it can be used against you if you have a trial on the higher charge, which took you first to Potter County.
I'd rather plead guilty.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go through each one. To public intoxication from this Wednesday, not guilty, guilty, or no contest.
Guilty.
On your guilty plea, fine and court cost is $484 with $450 jail credit. You still owe a little bit. So $484 less $450, you still owe $34. And then to theft, that fine range is $1 to $500. How do you plead?
Guilty. I don't know what they were talking about. Yeah, guilty.
I guess they're talking about alcohol. Were you at a toot and totem?
I believe so.
Maybe passing the point of sale with something in your hand.
Not that, but I believe so, but I'll plead guilty to it.
Well, don't plead guilty if you don't understand the charge.
No, I'd rather plead guilty and avoid it and pay the fine.
Okay, on your guilty plea, fine and court cost is $484 with $450 jail credit. You still owe what? That would be $35. So 35 and 34 is 69. Then you still owe on this public intoxication. Is there any, now I have you at Slayton. Is that where you live?
That is my home address. That my father just passed and he left us that address, so we all use it to receive our mail.
But you're in Amarillo?
Yes, I'm in Amarillo. I live with a best friend down here because of my car accident. I left Slayton to come over here and I had surgery over here.
So is there any reason you can't come see me Monday about your balance, which is 184 plus 34 plus 35, about $253?
There's no reason for me not to.
Okay, so you're going to be released today to come see me Monday. Be here at 1:45, check in, see me at 2. Any questions?
Yes, man, make this clear and just go ahead and pay the whole balance and not deal with it.
If you want to show up at the clerk's office at the cashier and just pay the $253, you don't have to see me at 2.
Well, no, I'd rather meet you in person. But
then be here Monday at 1:45 and I'll see you at 2. Okay. I'll see you Monday.
I'm released today and be there Monday before 2.
As long as you don't have warrants anywhere else that they are looking up, then you should be released today. No. Okay, thank you. You can return to your
well.
Huh?
They'll give me a map as well.
Yep, they will.
I don't know how Amarillo. I just know 2 streets here in Amarillo.
Okay, he's gonna give you a map.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What did you do with the other PI?
He's a jail release on that. He pled guilty on that. So he owes 184. That's a JR for Monday.
He actually was arrested. I'm sorry, released and then rearrested.
I know. So I'm just changing his JR.
Thank you.
I'm changing it for Monday.
Okay.
Thanks. Miss Francis.
Yes.
Come on up, Miss Francis. Olivia.
Yes.
Good morning. Do you feel like you're comfortable making decisions for yourself this morning?
Well, in general, I make my own choices.
I know, but sometimes when somebody's been charged with public intoxication, they're not capable of making good decisions for themselves. I want you to be sure, I want to be sure you're telling me you feel like you've got your mind and your wits and that you're able to make decisions.
As far as I know, I haven't had a problem with that in public anywhere in town.
Okay, the charge before the court is from this morning or last night. Public intoxication, the fine range is $1 to $500. Court costs are $81.
Where is that at?
Over on Polk Street.
I live on Polk Street.
Well, the public intoxication charge occurred at South Polk. The fine range is $1 to $500. The court costs are $81. Do you want to plead not guilty because you want to hire an attorney or have a trial?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. I had a little bottle of Southern Comfort. I like to relax in the evening, and we have a table in the back where we park our cars. And some of the neighbors come around. We all sit around, talk, and have a little drink. And
I guess it looks like from what I'm reading, maybe the police officers were afraid that you were going to get in the car and drive.
no.
So you want to plead not guilty and come see me pursuant to a bond?
I guess I've never had a problem with this before, so I'm not sure what to do.
Okay, so you're going to enter a not guilty plea. Now, the bond that you sign is called a PR bond. That means you don't have to call a bail bondsman. But when you sign the face of that bond, it tells you a date and time to come see me at my courthouse. The deputy will give you a map with directions. I'm downtown Amarillo on the 4th Street side of the police department. See me on the date and time of that bond hearing, and it'll be easier to have a conversation about all your choices.
Is there any way that you can write all that out for me? Because I'm not going to remember all that.
Well, when you're leaving the jail, you're signing a document and it'll be written on that document what day and time to come and see me.
So is there a number I can call to know exactly where I'm going for sure?
Sure, there'll be a number you can call. It's Amarillo Municipal Court, but really what you need to do is take that map he's got, get out of jail, sign that bond, look at the face of what you're signing and realize that you've got a court date. Don't miss it, okay?
Can you write that down?
Well, when you sign that bond, it's going to be written down when you are supposed to come and see me. You're going to get in writing the date and time to come and see me when you sign the bond as you're leaving the jail.
Okay.
Okay, so go to the back, get the map, and then as you're leaving the jail, you're going to sign a document that is in writing that tells you when to come see me.
Okay, so where do I get that? Over here.
Go to the back and he'll direct you where you need to go.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Martinez.
Have a good one.
Good morning, Ms. Martinez.
Good morning.
I remember getting this ticket a long time ago, August 7th of 2021 on 45th and a Honda Accord. The motorcycle officer gave you a no driver's license ticket.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine range is $1 to $200. Do you want to plead not guilty because you want to hire an attorney, have a trial, or show me your driver's license?
No, I'll plead guilty.
Okay, on your guilty plea, fine and court cost is $260. Your time served with the time that you've been in jail. Do you have any questions for me?
So I'll be released today. Is that what you're telling
Well,
me?
you bonded out of Potter County, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you've resolved that, follow through on whatever that bondsman tells you to do, but for your municipal court charges, you're all clear.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
So I won't have to go see you nothing Monday when I get out of here.
Correct.
All my stuff will be clear
Correct.
because of the
Your
time served.
time's-
All righty, sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you.
Bye.
Court does call the case, People versus Zachary Burlap. Hold on one moment. Mr. Burlap, can they hear me? Zachary Burlap, you'll need to unmute and turn on your camera. Oh, camera, looks like it's coming on.
Hello?
There. Hello.
I'm
State your
so
name.
sorry. I am so sorry about that. Zachary Burlett.
Not a problem.
Mr. Burlett, did have an accident where he was hit by a car. He's been hospitalized. He did provide me proof of his hospitalization. He had, as far as I know, he's been discharged from there. He is in a outpatient plan. I think it's set up through the Delana's house, where he's staying at the hotel, and is under medical care still there. And he has a nurse that comes in and works with him with that. Given the circumstances of Mr. Burlett, and being hospitalized, he now has to restart his domestic violence program and his mental health therapy that he was attending, and even getting back into the transitional housing. I believe he lost that temporarily because he's out so long. So have to get reset up. Given all of the circumstances with him, Mr. Burlett did stay in communication with my office. I was in contact with his medical staff. Probation's asking that all conditions continue and that the next review hearing be set November 4th, 2024 at 1 p.m.
All right. Mr. Burlett, anything you want to say regarding that?
Oh yes. First and most, I just want to apologize that I was actually talking to Spera, which is a Don Farm program, and I talked to David LaFar, which was my house manager earlier today, and he said they were recommending me to other places. However, though, they said he wants me to come back, but the recommendation he had made was for me to do 30 days in a Spera once I'm done completing my 45 days with Washtenaw in nursing home. I think that's what it's called. I'm trying to get it for word. So I do have physical therapy that comes twice a week. I do have nursing that comes once a week to do checks on my stitches that I had and incision, plus the plates, screws, pins, etc. But it's a pretty hard time right now. But I'm maintaining and doing what I can. And they said that they will accept me back in the housing. They just would like for me to go to Spera for like a 30-day. They are aware of some medication to take, which had to be taken, but it gives me another 30 days to just kind of relax. You know what I mean? Just to
I got you.
not be
I got
so much.
All right. So, but you're doing as well as can be expected right now.
Yes, and so far, Miss Pilar is aware of my therapy that I had. My therapist got fired, unfortunately, due to everything that happened. I was in no communication. So what I was suggested to do is once I'm up to go, just to make another call to them, and they will reschedule everything. Everything will basically be back on track with that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Then what I will do is I'll continue all conditions as previously ordered, let you get back on track. And I'll set a next review hearing November 4th, 2024 at 1 p.m. Okay, sir?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Let's call the case of the People versus Brian Cox. Thank you.
Now, state and it's a date and time set for a violation, I believe. I have had a chance to.
I think we're set for a review.
A review, okay.
You want me to violate him? Yeah.
No, you're
All right.
I did just have a chance to speak with Mr. Cox. I was unable to contact him prior to today due to just bad contact information that he is here. Part of the, I guess the recommendation from Ms. Pilar reflects a new conviction. Mr. Cox, his understanding of that conviction is not super clear. He believed that he hadn't pled on the case yet, and that nothing was finalized. I obviously have not had the chance to speak to his attorney on that case or anything because of we just discussed about it now. So I'm actually asking for an adjournment so I can look into that. He thought that his next court date was kind of another conference with the judge to discuss the plea. And I just want to look into it to make sure he's fully aware of how that case can impact this case and vice versa, I suppose.
Ms. Polera?
Yes, Teresa Claire on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Mr. Cox is set before the court for a review hearing. He did fail to appear at the last review hearing, and the court did issue a bench warrant. When he did the bench warrant recall, I believe the clerk's office reset it for a review. So
That's why it's on, gotcha. Okay.
correct. So they reset it for the review hearing. Mr. Cox did not appear at that review hearing because he was incarcerated in Elkwood County, is my understanding, correct, Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Okay, so that the incident in Oakland County happened at that time. That's why he wasn't here. From his criminal history, Your Honor, it is showing that there is the conviction of the RNC stolen property, a motor vehicle with the date of events of July 2nd. The sentence date, I looked online and it shows October 17th for that. Now.
That shows it's a sentence?
Correct.
Okay.
And so, like I explained to Mr. Cox today, my issue with Mr. Cox is that I hadn't heard from him since June. And he indicated to me that he did contact my office because he missed his court date and was advised to complete the bench warrant recall request. So I do believe that there was some form of communication from him to learn to do that. However, I didn't hear from him to speak about any of the incarceration that happened or the new case that is there. It's my understanding that it is a conviction. However, he indicates today that he believes that once he goes back for sentencing on that date, that it may go away. I've never heard of anything like that being as such. However, I would not be opposed to a short adjournment so I can reach out to that county to verify what is happening in that case.
All right. And that seems to me to make some sense and allow you, Mr. Perry, to figure out what may be going on.
Yeah, and just make sure Mr. Cox and his attorney know what's happening here as well. I don't know, but I would like some time to figure all this out.
Because they may not have known that if it was a plea, there might be an issue with them not knowing that this was here.
That's my worry, yeah.
Okay. September 30th, 2024, 1 p.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. I'll continue.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.